Did you know that there are 200 million child laborers? They are working in plantations and in factories without pay in terrible conditions. It is heartbreaking to think that in this age of technology and communications, where we know everything that is happening in all corners of the world, that child labor is still allowed to exist. Poverty and a lack of schools being the main reasons for children to work as laborers. My name is Peter and I am a global citizen. I believe that our children, our future generation, should be given the opportunity to have a childhood and develop their abilities in a possible environment.
My name is Dr. Rihanna Schreuders van den Berg. I'm a teacher here at the HVA, but I'm also originally South African.
Can you explain us more about what you will be doing here?
Yes, actually I'm not presenting. I want the students to experience something of the South African culture and lifestyle and the warmth and hospitality of the people. So we're having a cafe set up. As you can see, there's no classroom inside here. Yes, so we're doing what they call open space technology as a group process mixed with a world cafe where people have discussion questions. So each table has a number of little questions about South Africa, where the students can sit down and think about, to get them started, thinking about their own preconceptions and ideas about the country. And then we're also doing a quiz via Kahoot about general trivia, and in between the quiz I'll be sharing a bit more about the culture. It's really just about having a taste about the diversity of the country and the peoples.
My name's An Wan, and I'm a teacher in Leiden University Confucius Institute. And today we're here and teach our students to see the Chinese calligraphy. They can try it by themselves, and also if they want to, I to introduce their Chinese name, and I will show them how to use the brush and write their names.
When we scrape off our dishes after a large meal, too full to finish the remainings on our plates, we rarely pause and think about the significance of our action. It seems like routine to us. If we have leftover food scraps that are unfit for eating, we just throw them in the garbage. Our routine practices, however, make it difficult for us to conceptualize the magnitude of global food waste. About 1/3 of all food produced worldwide gets lost or wasted. 1/3. The problem is actually bigger than we think. My name is Heli, and I'm a global citizen. I believe that if we stop for a second and think about our own individual food consumption and become more mindful eaters, we can save the environment.
Hi, my name is Ashkan Qasemi. I'm coming from Iran. I came here 5 years ago. I studied here and then I'm working these days here in the Netherlands. Actually, I think it was quite interesting for students because Iran was quite new country for them, and after our presentation, I think we could change the image of Iran, because we discussed a couple of aspects of Iran, like culture, like business and different things. And I think they really like it.
Hi, my name is Andrea Carita. I come from Portugal, and I'm living here already for 12 years and working in the school for 10 years. Well, my role was a little bit different. I went to Iran as a tourist last year in August, so I wanted today to offer my perspective as a tourist to the students. As a lot of them were maybe interested of going there on holiday themselves, so they were very curious, and I think I could answer some of their questions.
Hello, my name is Shohra Parham. I come from Iran, and I came at 2010. I am here for like 6 years. I was aiming to continue my studying here, and at the moment I'm also about studying and working here at Havia. And for me, as an Iranian, I also explained to them about my background and my experience in Iran, and also the way that I came here. Also about the history of Iran, and I think it was quite interesting for them. And I believe that they showed very interest in going and traveling to Iran, and Yeah, they said that it's kind of changing the imagination for them, the workshop, and yeah, so I think, yeah, it was quite positive.
My name is Bongkot Thanudom. I'm a lecturer of a minor in building partnerships in Thailand. So today in our presentation, we gonna present the image of Thailand, and also in the title is Behind Thai Smiles, right? So what we're gonna explain. So the student will we get a picture of the Thailand in general, and also we focus on the business culture. So we talk about the business gap between Thai and Westerner, and at the end, they will learn some few Thai words. Yeah, and also talk about the minor in building partnerships in Thailand.
World War I may have ended in 1918, but the violence it triggered in the Middle East still hasn't come to an end. The destructive impact of this conflict is being felt by people right across the region. Wars have obvious victims: the dead, the injured, those who are left behind. But there is another class of victims who often goes unnoticed. These are the children. Not kids who are abducted or killed, but the kids who simply see an act of ethnic or political violence, and those whose behavior is forever changed. My name is Koen, and I'm a global citizen. I believe that the ultimate solution would be to stop this and other conflicts. But given the reality, this is almost impossible. Violence or hatred are like contagious diseases, but it can be stopped by our generation.
My name is Rashid Ali Brooks, and I'm a lecturer at the IBS, and I'm from the Department International Business and Languages. Today, the International Week has been organized at the IBS, and in International Week, students are required to get engaged with different countries and different cultures. And we are here to give students an Indian experience, an experience about India.
No, my name is José Ruiz del Portal. I'm Spanish from Spain, and I'm lecturing at school already for 3.5 years. Finance topics, subjects. The name of the workshop, of the lecture, was Deconstructing Spain. Well, as I say, I'm Spanish, I'm teaching finance, and I will try to put these two things together, my country and finance, and I decided to go for whatever happens in my country after the financial crisis, how the country took this opportunity to change, and that was the base from my workshop today. How we took this negative event to make something better out of it.
Forests are cut down for many reasons, but most of them are related to money or to people's needs to provide for their families. The biggest driver of deforestation is agriculture. Farmers cut forests to provide more room for planting crops or grazing livestock. Forests are complex ecosystems that affect all species of the world. When destroyed, it can set off a devastating chain effects, loss important plant and animal species, soil erosion, disruptive water cycles, and climate change. My name is Suleiman, and I'm a global citizen. I believe that even though we are overwhelmed by the extent of damage humans have caused, and we are not sure if an individual can make any impact, we can make a difference. Be aware, stay informed, get involved.
My name is Simeona Petkova. I'm an assistant professor in marketing at the International Business School. Today, together with my student Christian Rauchev, we did 2 lectures, and the first one was general introduction regarding Bulgaria, but regarding aspects that are not so very known in terms of history, in terms of artifacts, in terms of nature, and famous Bulgarians that are not actors and football players. And the second presentation was regarding a very inspiring success story from a small Bulgarian company, Rubar, that specializes in organic superfood protein bars. And they were able to build a successful business for the last 5 years, and they're currently exporting their products in 40 countries, and the sales have doubled for around 7 million for 2015. So they've doubled for only 1 year. During the holidays, we went back home, of course, in Sofia, and we had the privilege of talking with the 3 CEOs of the company, and we made a video cast specially for the International Week of the International Business School.
My name is Larisa Kataeva, and I work here at Havea as a lecturer. I teach personal development, entrepreneurship, business research, and I think I will start a new subject, which at this moment I don't even remember the name of. Yeah. So first of all, today in general, I am a mentor of an IBL2 class. So we started with the opening of the International Week. Then we had our mentor session where we discussed what we will be doing, etc. And then now we held a session on Ukraine with my colleague Marina Rusthoven. We both come from that country. So you already took a photo of a picture of the traditional national costumes in Ukraine. So we told the students about the country. So that was quite interesting. They were asking a lot of questions.
You couldn't live without it, but you take it entirely for granted. You can't see it, but it's all around you. I'm talking about the air that we breathe. Smog hanging over cities and people wearing masks are familiar aspects in China. China's economy has skyrocketed, but at what price? Power plants, factories, and heavy industries are all belching out black, dirty air at the cost of our health and our environment. Beijing, Shanghai, and Hong Kong are known for high rates of asthma and other respiratory illnesses. My name is Selim Haddad, and I am a global citizen. I believe that as future managers, we need to keep seeking ways to prevent pollution so our air becomes safe to breathe. We need to continue to explore new creative ideas to lower the emissions into the air. The air we breathe is not to be taken for granted.